Hello, everyone. My name is Heather. I'm from the YMCA of Greater Erie. And as we talk about relationships this month, I want to take it a little bit deeper and talk about connection. Dr. Becky Bailey, the creator of Conscious Discipline, tells us that the motivation to behave comes from the quality of the relationship. So the willingness to cooperate comes from the quality of the relationship. We're in relationships with people all around us. Wouldn't it be lovely if we were more connected and there was more willingness, more cooperation, right? So if I asked you if you were connected to the people around you, you would probably say yes. So would I. I'm with my coworkers and my family all the time. We've got a relationship. I would think we're connected too. But we're going to learn about the 4 ingredients of connection. And all 4 of these things must be present for true connection. The recipe for connection is this: there's eye contact, touch, complete presence, and a playful situation. Eye contact is important because it releases feel-good chemicals like oxytocin and dopamine. They call it joy juice. It literally makes us feel good, and we are all seeking dopamine. Eye contact in this connection is a really healthy, safe way to get that dopamine. Touch, we're wired for it. From the moment we're born until the day that we die, our need for physical touch remains. Everybody needs touch. Everybody needs touch. So this recipe for connection includes touch, and we'll talk about short, simple ways to bring all of these things together. Presence, this is a really important one because when we think about spending time with the people around us, it's happening. We're together all the time. And I have lots of good moments with the people around me. When I pick my child up for after school and we're having a conversation in the car as we drive home about what happened during the day and talking about his friends, that's a really great, important moment, but I'm not completely present. I'm thinking about what we're doing when we get home. I'm driving. It's an important time together, but I'm not completely present. And I'm sure if we're take a moment to be reflective about how we spend time with the people around us, our phones, right? How often is our phone in our hand and we're looking, but I'm listening. Yep, go ahead. Right? We're not completely present. And it's difficult. There's a lot going on. It's difficult to be present. Another example is imagine that you're sitting on the couch with someone that you care about, a roommate, partner, family, and you're watching a movie. So you're in the same space at the same time for the same purpose. You're both watching a movie, but the person beside you is scrolling through their phone, right? And they're watching the movie. They're getting it. They're there with you. Does it feel the same? It doesn't. There's a feeling to presence. And that's why presence is so important when we're talking about connection. And the last thing is playfulness, because there are plenty of times together when we may be having a very present conversation. We might be making some eye contact as we're listening to what's going on. Maybe there's some touch because I'm comforting you because you are sad and crying. Those are also important moments in our relationship, and they mean something, but it's the playfulness as part of these 4 ingredients that helps release all of that feel-good stuff. It's how it feels good. Okay? So as we move on through this month, you are going to see some examples of rituals and ideas to get quick moments of eye contact, touch, presence in playful situations with infants and toddlers, with your preschoolers and your younger school age, and even your older kiddos. And you'll maybe start to understand how this can translate even into the adults and the adult relationships around you. We're also going to talk about how The motivation to behave comes from the quality of the relationship. Connection creates willingness. So we're going to talk a little bit more later about how that is so impactful to our lives. I can't wait to share it. Until then, I'm wishing you well.